Hey everyone, I am your astrologer Brittany with Horoscope.com. Here are 3 things you need to know in order to make today, Monday, March 11th, 2019, a success. Now the first thing I want to talk about is going to be right here where the moon is in Taurus. When the moon's in Taurus, it brings our attention to our money, our finances, also our confidence, our stability, our security, and our gifts and skills and talents. Now what we've got going on very, very early this morning, while many of us may be sleeping, is this moon in Taurus making a square over here to Venus in Aquarius. What this can bring here is a lot going on with relationships and with money, I guess. We've got the relationship and money signs and planets going on. So I think what there could be a lot of is us trying to see the future with Venus and Aquarius here with our relationships, and to really start to work towards creating this new future that we see with those things, and creating it in a very, very practical way that's going to start to come more and more into focus. All right, I think that's what's going on. That's going to stay with us for a few hours. The next alignment is going to be right around breakfast. Right around breakfast, this moon in Taurus is then going to make a conjunction over here to Mars in the same sign. That can be a little bit frustrating. Sometimes the moon, when it makes a conjunction with Mars, can bring up a lot of frustrations. We could be impatient. We could want to do things. But because Mars is in Taurus, a sign it doesn't like to be in, and the moon has more of the power here, I think that there might be an opportunity, even if maybe there is part of us that's a little bit restless and impatient. I think there's going to be a big opportunity for us here to start to take all these things that we see, that we want, that we envision for our life, and try to put them into place in a much easier kind of way, a more disciplined kind of way to get things done. Maybe the past few days we've been starting to realize I need to organize a bit, I need to calm down a bit, I need to be more practical, and I think this is when it finally starts to set in, where we finally start to realize, hey, I gotta calm things down, I gotta work things bit by bit, and I'm doing okay, and I can get to the right outcome and result. So I do like this alignment for us having big goals and dreams, but for us starting to get a little bit more of an idea of how to do these things in a practical way without feeling so stressed, even if some of that anxiousness is still there. All right, what's going to happen at the same time that occurs is that this moon in Taurus is then going to make a sextile over here to Neptune. And I think what that's going to bring, again, the more that we work in small practical ways to get the things that we dream and envision, it's going to bring us more peace inside. We're going to feel more calm. We're going to feel like we're overcoming the past in a lot of good ways. So I really do like this. Okay, after that happens, a few hours later after lunchtime, this moon in Taurus is then going to make a trine over to Saturn in Capricorn. That then is going to help us commit to doing things in a stable way, and to building and to changing really our life direction to be something that it is that we really want. And I think this is going to help us commit to a path. If we felt like life was up and down last year, this is going to help us get over that, bring more security, more stability in our life, and start to commit and work towards a path that we're starting to feel a little bit better, a lot better about intuitively and spiritually. Now, after that happens, the next alignment is going to be around after dinner time. After dinner time, this moon in Taurus is then going to make a sextile over here to the sun, again helping us to feel more at peace, helping us to overcome the past. The moon also around that time is then going to make a trine to Pluto. Again, I love all these things, helping us to transform ourselves or to step into some big changes that we've been working towards for a while. And then right before bed, this moon is then going to make a sextile to the North Node, helping us to feel way more comfortable emotionally and grounded and rooted in life than we have in a while. So I know that's a lot that's going on today with the moon, but to me it's all good things. I think today is really going to be a huge day to calm all the chaos in the mind, to calm all your worries, to calm everything else that's going on, and to really begin to get your bearings a little bit, to start to work towards things that you want and need, and to bring it all together in a way that feels really good, in a way that feels really necessary and needed and helpful. So I like this, and I think the more that you can try to be practical and to practically reach your goals and dreams, I like it all around. I think we're going to start to feel like things are coming together and we're committing to a new path that we've been working out. Now, the second thing I want to talk about, maybe I'll go here. Mercury, number 2. Mercury retrograde is coming closer into a conjunction with the sun and here into a trine with the North Node. To me, I like it when Mercury comes into a conjunction with the sun because that's when a lot of things start to hit home. We get a lot of realizations, a lot of information. Finally, we start to be able to process and to make sense of. And I think perhaps the past few days with Mercury retrograde has been a little confusing. We've been a little bit unsure of what's going on in our life. What do we feel? What's happened in the past? What does all this mean? And I think now that we're starting to organize our life, come up with a plan of action, commit to a plan of action and move forward on it, I think now we're starting to feel more at peace and we're starting to understand not only emotionally but also logically about what needs to happen next and where we need to go. So I think this is going to be a very, very beautiful a day that I think is going to help you to understand a lot of things, get a lot of crazy good insights, and feel more grounded. Now, the third and last thing that I want to mention, maybe I'll go here again to number 3, Uranus and Taurus. Even though I think we're committing to a plan of action here and moving towards something in a really stable way, and we're getting more clarity on it on multiple levels, emotionally and logically and spiritually, I think these new things that we're committing to are radically different than anything that we've done prior in our lifetime, or at least in recent memory, and I think are very good. They may be unusual, they may be different, but I think they're helping us to create a life at this point in time that's more true and more authentic to us. And I think really needing to be okay if you're doing things different than ever before, if you're doing things unusual, and really needing to follow that impulse that will allow you to live your most authentic life possible and really express yourself and your true gifts and talents with more confidence. So that is your daily planetary forecast for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you tomorrow.